There are three reasons why chasing money is going to leave you very much in a worse position than you are in right now. And everyone is sort of saying this narrative of, yeah, get your money first and then life will improve. And I disagree with that. Like, obviously, you guys know me. I don't earn millions yet, but I earn more than average and my income is growing. And there are a few lessons that I've learned from being absolutely flat broke, being in debt, like earning $800 a month to now earning a little bit more than that and being a bit more financially stable. Now, the first reason why chasing money is going to ruin your life is that you give off this desperate scarcity mindset vibe, and no one really likes that. You're not really going to work with people or work with quality people if you are like, oh, I need the money, I need it right now. No one really likes that, okay? And it's just a very bad trap to fall into, which, as I said, the narrative is that, oh yeah, get your money first and then life will improve. So many young guys especially are like, I need to sort my money right now. Money, 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 money. Like, that is what they do. They make that noise. They go when they're behind their computers looking at Shopify stores or whatever it is that they're doing. And ultimately, it's just ruining them because they're missing out everything else that's important, and everything else is way more important than actual money. Now, that leads us on to the second point, which is money. When you start to earn it, you realize how actually not that interesting it is. Like, yes, it's important, but it's not the be all and end all. When you start to earn a little bit of money, like for me, I started to buy loads of shit. And then it's like, oh, this has just actually left me loads worse off because now I've just bought this shit and I don't use any of it, okay? And yes, that's a privileged thing to say, that I bought loads of shit that I wanted and then realized that I didn't actually want them, okay? I just wanted the ability to buy them, which stems from the money. But where people go wrong, it's like, once I earn 10K a month, once I earn this much, then life will figure itself out. Then I'll attract a beautiful woman. Then I'll be happy. Then I'll probably get into really great shape somehow. And that's never the case. That's never how it works. You always work on everything all at once. It's like, I massively believe that as a man, you need to be like working on all areas. And I know some people, some very big names in the space, say that get your money right, and then everything else becomes easier. But if you earn 25 mil, but you can't speak to a woman, do you really expect you're going to get a really high quality wife? Probably not. They're probably just going to be with you for your money. If you don't know how to look for the best qualities, you don't know how to frame a relationship, you don't know how to tell if they're actually with you for your money or not. So chasing the money and forgetting about everything else is such a dangerous path to go down, because it leads to ultimately an unfulfilled life, and you're lonelier than ever because you've sacrificed so much on that journey just focusing on money. Like, people sacrifice their relationships, their health. I've seen this a lot, okay? And it's rough. It's rough because they just miss this thing of money isn't the be all and end all, okay? Now, the third lesson, or the third reason why chasing money is actually going to ruin your life is because, and again, I see this too, the people that are solely focused on money are so fucking boring. They're so boring to speak to, bro. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Stop talking about business and profit all the time. Have a bit more to your personality, all right? Me and Jack speak about this. And when we hang out, like, obviously we have our work that we do together, but we just want to sit and just relax and not talk about business for a minute. For people that are always switched on, when we want to relax or hang out, we don't really want to be talking about business constantly. Like, there are some people out there where they make their e-commerce store or their video editing or whatever dorky stuff it is, they make that their sole personality trait, and they don't have anything else going for them, and they're so fucking boring. And it baffles me how people can just be interested in that, like not have any other interests or hobbies. Like, it's wild. It's wild, and it's interesting to see. But when you think about it, it's also very dangerous, because when you attach, well, all of or so much of your personality to money, and then things go wrong, what are you left with? If you haven't built yourself up around anything else, then the biggest thing in your life just comes to an end like that. And I've done this similarly, not with money, but with a relationship, okay? With one of my girlfriends, I'm such a freaking player. With one of my girlfriends, I attached so much of myself to that relationship. So when that relationship ended, which was which was mutual, it was her decision. And when that came to an end, I felt absolutely lost, because I'd put so much of who I was into that relationship, and of my own doing, that was all my fault. And like I say, when that came to an end, I was like, this huge thing missing from me. And it's the exact same with money. If you are putting so much of who you are as a person onto the amount of money you have in your bank account, then when that drops, when something happens, what are you left with? You're left with nothing. You're left with like a shell of a man. And it's a very dangerous and scary spot to be in. So never attach so much of your personality, so much of your value as a person to the numbers on a screen, because they can disappear. Whatever happens, they can disappear. And it's a very dangerous game to play. So what should you aim for? If it's not money to aim for, what should you aim for? And this is your higher self. You aim to be in line with who you are at your best self. How can you operate at your best self? How can you serve others as best you can? And more importantly, how can you show up every single day and make a difference to not only you, but those around you as well? That is the purpose. That is what you need to attach yourself to on a daily basis. That's a mission. Numbers on a screen, they don't mean anything. Like, yeah, you can get cooler stuff and you can travel nicer, but that doesn't really mean a lot when you are depressed, you're out of shape, you've got no friends left because you're the most boring person ever, your girlfriend's left you, your family don't speak to you because of how you treated them when sacrificing everything to go all in on making money. But when you live in line with your higher self, you get everything. Everything works. You work hard in every area, and you get to this point where it's like, I've got my money, I've got a beautiful girlfriend who loves me and that I love, my family are healthy, I'm supporting them, I can travel wherever I want, I'm in the best shape of my life. This is what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about having all of that conquered, all right? And that's something that I've been thinking about. That's something that I try to do on a daily basis. I try to never let one area take over too much, because I know that if that area goes, it's like if a bodybuilder gets injured and they're out for 6 months, okay? They attach so much of their personality to bodybuilding, so when they can't do that for 6 months, it's detrimental to not only their physical but their mental health. So remember that. Remember not to attach too much of yourself to a specific thing. Branch out. Have other hobbies, all right? Look, I can't point. Behind the avocados is a keyboard. Freaking Billy Joel over here. I like having other stuff outside of business and fitness, because I just like having it. I have other interests, and you should too. So think about that. Think about stopping chasing that money and just chasing that higher self, having interests and conquering all areas of your life. I hope you've enjoyed this video, boys and girls. Girl, I think my audience is like 99.3% guys. So girl, if you're watching, hope you're having a great day. Hope everyone's feeling good, grateful, and on top of the world. And I'll see you tomorrow.